Welcome to Hooray. Here are some useful essay vocabulary that you could use. This is the part 1 section. Starting the introduction, you could use phrases like many people claim, opine, believe that. This could be specifically used when you're talking about people's opinion or if it features in anywhere in your topic. You could also say things like it is universally accepted if it is a universally accepted statement or something that people believe all over the world. You have more words and phrases mentioned below, which you can include in your starting part of the introduction. When you're ending the introduction, you have to use some very good words and phrases which indicate that there is more to follow. Some of them could be, let us examine both views before reaching a concrete decision, or I oppose the view and my reasons will be explained in the following paragraphs, depending on which side you take. If you're supporting the point, then you can say I support with the view with the arguments in the following paragraphs. There are many other phrases here that you could include in your ending of the introduction. These phrases will also culminate in transitional sentences. When expressing an opinion, you could use phrases like, in my opinion, I strongly opine, I strongly agree, I strongly disagree. If these words are specifically mentioned in your topic, you could use them. If you're not completely sure of another person's point or any other point, you could say apparently. Or if you want to stress more on the fact that it is only your point, you could say personally speaking, and the rest of the words in this column. Phrases for the second paragraph. The second paragraph is where you have to explain the first point that you favor mainly. So you could make an observation and say it is true that, or you could immediately start off with the first point and then use the words first or first of all or firstly. If you're talking about a large majority of the people believing something, then you could say some people believe that or many people think that, etc. Now, when you're doing the third, fourth, and fifth paragraphs, the fifth paragraph is optional. Depending on the topic, you might need it, you might not need it. Here, these are your further points or points following after the first point. So you could use the phrases secondly, thirdly, then, next. And if you're adding more points, you could add in addition. If you're talking about a result, you could say consequently. Further, if you're talking about some more points that are relevant to the explanation, you could say furthermore, moreover, etc. Using contrasting phrases when bringing out the differences between two ideas or points would be really helpful. So using words like nonetheless, nevertheless, oppositely, alternatively, or despite, in spite of, will really be very effective in bringing out the meaning. You can also use these phrases to show examples instead of just directly starting off with an example to maintain coherence. Phrases like, as an example, for instance, with respect to, as far as, either I am concerned or people are concerned, to show an example, to give an example, etc. When presenting ideas, you could say research shows that or research has found that. When it comes to, with respect to, this could also be mentioned in your examples. When producing consequences, effects, or results, then you could use phrases like as a result, consequently, as an effect, on account of, because of, hence, eventually, etc. When you're summing up, you could use phrases like to sum up, in short, in a word. This is generally used when you are coming on drawing close to the conclusion. When you're adding emphasis, you want to emphasize upon a particular point that you've been trying to explain right from the beginning. You could say, it goes without saying, obviously, needless to say, there is little doubt, etc. When you're clarifying, rephrasing, or writing any transitional ideas, you could say, to put it simply, to put it another way, then, else, otherwise, etc. Conclusion, it's best to use some phrases right at the beginning of the sentence. So you could say, in conclusion, to conclude with, to draw conclusion, in a nutshell, to elucidate, etc. That is the end of this session. So go ahead and practice with these words and phrases to improve your score in the lexical resource criteria.